sir, for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this workshop covering essential topic in this crucial time and boosting our knowledge about immunity. I also want to appreciate yesterday's talk by Dr. Pallavi ma'am and Dr. Anu Agarwal ma'am for their informative sessions on stress and the role of spices in boosting immunity. Now I start my talk on ways to enhance immunity. So first slide, please. Hello.
Take some time. I changed the slide.
Okay. So first slide, please. Sir, I've started. Did you hear me till now?
Yes, I am able to hear you. I have see. I have changed this thing
Okay,
slide.
that first one. Okay. So
Maybe
now
there
I
is some
start.
network related issue at my end. All right.
Okay, now I start my talk on ways to enhance immunity. First, I quickly brief you all about immune system. As we all know that the immune system protects our body from harmful substances, germs, and other foreign particles entered inside our body. In our whole body system, immune cells work a lot behind as a silent fighters. If immune system stop working or work with the sluggish movement, our body become weak and we start getting ill or sick. Without proper functioning of the system, our body's fighting ability is much reduced and we quickly get ill. Now I quickly want to throw some lights on factors responsible for suppressing immunity or factors that suppress the functioning of our immune system. First, the too few fruits and vegetables. As we all know, the fruits and vegetables are rich source of fiber, and fibers increase the motility of our gut and makes a healthy gut leads to better functioning of immune system. They also plays a protective role as they are rich in some essential vitamins and minerals like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and other essential minerals. I'm not going in deep in much because the role of all these essential minerals and vitamins are very well explained by Dr. Pallavi in yesterday's talk. Now, the second thing is marijuana. Marijuana are the dried leaves that we use in smoking or basically it's, rolled in cigarettes, and people used to smoke from them. That may cause inflammation in lungs, breathing problems, and increase the chance of infection. Then high fat diet, consumption of high fat diet, fats and oils decrease the fighting capacity of white blood cells and upset the balance of gut microbiota, which ultimately suppresses immune functions. Then too little time outdoors. Sunlight energizes our immune system, fighters, T cells, but if we are not going outside our rooms or not getting enough sunlight, then we weaken our immune system and that will not functioning well. The lack of sleep, as we are not getting
Suzumi,
enough
please be
sleep.
a little bit loud.
Okay, sir. Lack of sleep. If we are not getting enough sleep, makes our body lethargic and sluggish. Our immune system working become sluggish and we become more prone to infection. Now anxiety, stress, worry, sorrows are all are not properly able to work our immune system as it decreases the capacity of germ fighters. So having 30 minutes it will reduces our immune system capacity to fight. Then low vitamin D. We basically know that the sunlight is a basic source of vitamin D, but if there is low vitamin D, then it generates pro-inflammatory cytokines that increases the systematic inflammation. Then there are certain medicines like medicines used in allergies, arthritis, lupus, and especially in organ transplant that basically reduces our immune system or suppresses our immune system. Examples of certain medicines are like corticosteroids. They mainly decrease the immune boosting power of our body and causes inflammation easily. Another factor is smoking. Smoking, we all know that cigarettes contain the nicotine, tobacco chewing, and other certain smokers that constrict our blood vessels, increase our blood pressures, and not only the smokers, but the person who inhales the smoking or the person who sit besides the smokers, they inhales the vapors of the smoke, that is vaping. Vaping counts too, and the chemicals in vaping enters another person's body and also suppress their immune system. Then alcohol. Alcohol just decreases our body's ability. Non-alcoholic person is fighting with normal immune system, and the person who take alcohols, their capacity of body to fight against them decreases by 24 hours.
वॉइस बहुत
Then
स्लो आ रही है, या तो अपना माइक्रोफोन को अपने फेस के पास में रखिए, बहुत पास, और
हेलो
बहुत
सर,
ज्यादा
अभी
स्लो आ जाए। जी
सर अभी
मैम,
ठीक।
अभी क्योंकि जब मैं बोलता तो उसमें आती है, आपकी आवाज बहुत ही स्लो है, प्लीज। हाँ, कंटिन्यू कीजिए मैम।
हेलो सर, अभी ठीक।
हाँ, अभी पहले से कुछ बेटर है।
Okay, sir. Sir, now grief. There is some evidence that shows that the sorrow, grief, sadness, especially, lasts for the long time and can repress our body's immune capacity. And lack of exercise, we all know that if we will not exercise, our body's blood circulation become decreased. Poor blood circulation can lead to the accumulation of certain toxic substance in our body, and uh, it ultimately decreases the capacity to fight against germs and it suppresses our immune system. And our immune system can't work or perform their job efficiently. Then now the question arises as why to boost our immunity. As we all seeing the present time that during the period of this lockdown, everyone is in the house. They are not going in their work. They are uh, remaining inside their house, preparing more food, eating more. Everyone is trying very tempting recipes, cooking heavier meals, snacking in front of screen. Their screen time is increasing. They are keep lying and watching TVs, using mobile phones. All these changes in routine and lifestyle makes them become lazy, and they make take much energy or require much energy for exercise, or they sometimes feel very lazy to give work to their body or to exercise. This may trouble in sleeping also, and also reduces their capacity of germ fighting immune system. So the proper nutrition, hydration, well balanced diet is essential and leads to be healthier with strong immune system and lower risk of chronic illness and infectious diseases. Now, how to boost immunity? There are certain factors we are certain factors I'm covering as to how to boost immunity. First is eat fresh fruits and vegetables and unprocessed foods on practice in everyday's daily life. Eat fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, whole grains, maize, oats, wheat bran, brown rice, starchy tubers, all these, and also the animal sources like meat, fish, eggs, milk. For those who are vegetarian, go for traditional protein sources and with low cost recipes like pulses halwa with made by atta besan, pashtik chila, sprouts in besan made by sprouts in besan, murmura besan laddu, vegetable idli, dhokla, soya poi, which is made of soya granules and rice flakes. All these pashtic and traditional protein uses uh, better build our immune system capacity. Daily eating of 2 cups of fruits and vegetables with more than 4 servings of fruits and vegetables is very essential for this daily period. 180 grams of grains, 160 gram up till 160 gram of meat and other sources of protein can be taken. For snacks, choose raw and vegetables and fruits rather than foods that are high in sugar, fat, and salts. And do not overcook the vegetables and fruit. As we all know, the vegetable and sources are good source of water soluble vitamins. And if we overcook the fruits and vegetable, there's leaching of vegetables occur, and we ourselves make our food less nutritious. When using canned or dried vegetables and fruits, choose variety without added salt or sugar. In general, low levels or lower intake of micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals may be adversely associated with weaken our immune system. Next, enough ink water every day. As we all know, water is most essential for our daily life. It transports nutrients in our blood, helps also helps in circulating various nutrients in different parts of our body, and provide lubricants and cushioning to our joints. At least 8 to 10 glasses of water should be recommended in to drink daily. Water is a basic choice to consume. As side by side, we can also consume some drinks like lemon juice, pudina water, or we also prepare some detoxifying drinks like cutting off fruits and vegetables slices like cucumber, oranges, mosami, pudina, mint, or leaves, and put it in one jar and fill it with water, and we daily take 1 glass of water from this. This will also give many antioxidants and provide many antioxidant and also detoxify our body. But be careful not to consume too much caffeine and avoid sweetened fruit juices, syrups, fruit juice, concentrated fruit juices, and other sugary drinks. Now, eat moderate amount of fats and oils. As we all know, fats and oils are the not good practices to use high amount of fats and oils in our daily diet. If you are consume good fats like fish, avocados, olive oil, soya, canola, sunflower, corn oil. Choose white meat if you are non-vegetarian. Fishes generally low in fat, or prefer them uh, in compare at the end as compared to red meat. Avoid processed meats because they are high in fat and salt. Where possible, opt for low fat and reduced fat versions of milk and dairy products. And specially recommended not to take frozen pizzas, peas, cookies, margarine, fried food, snacks in this period of less physical activity. Then eat less salt and sugar. When cooking and preparing food, we should limit our sources of salt and sugar. As we all know, the sodium is also harmful to our body. Instead of sodium or NaCl salt, we can use potassium salt, that is kala namak in our diet, which is beneficial for beneficial than sodium rich salt. We also limit our daily salt intake to 5 grams. Avoid snacks that are high in salt and sugar. Instead, we can incorporate seasonings in our daily diet, like adding garlics, vinegars, or lemon juice in our daily using salty snacks. Limit soft drinks and sodas, as they also the concentrated sources of syrups, sugars, and etc. Choose fresh fruits instead of sweet snacks, cookies, and cake. There is one program launched by FSSAI in 2018, that is 10th of July 2018, that is Eat Right Movement, where they gives a very important tagline, that is "Aaj se thoda kam" for sugar, salt, and fat. So we should go with this tagline and follow this basic essential tag, that is "Aaj se thoda kam" for sugar, salt, and fats. Then the very important part is obesity. Obesity is immunity. As we all know, obesity is increasing nowadays. However, prolonged home stay may lead to increased sedentary behavior, sitting, cleaning, lying down, using mobiles, watching TVs, all causing the positive energy balance. Positive energy balance is we are taking more food and our output is very less. Means we are taking much more food and the energy expenditure of our daily life is becoming less. Thus, lockdown period can lead to an increased risk for weight gain, disturbance in body composition. Body composition, as we all know, our body is made divided in two components that are fat mass and fat-free mass. So, if we are getting or we are gaining weight, then this components normal proportion is disturbed and our body gain much more fat mass and the fat-free mass or the muscle mass is reduced, which mainly the skeletal muscle mass and the strength of our body is weakened, which ultimately leads to loss of immune competence. So the physical activity at home to stay healthy and to maintain immune system function in the current situation is most essential. Now we come to how to reduce the obesity in the present situation. The best way to reduce obesity and enhance immunity is the exercise. Exercise at home using various safe, simple, and easily implementable exercises are there that is suitable and maintenance of our fitness level. We can exercise at home and balance then control our daily lifestyle activities. Stretching exercise are there, combination of these exercises. If we are not having much equipments like treadmills or cycles or any, we basically we all do not require any gym system, or if you are going to gym, you are not getting outside for the gym. So you can practice simple and easy exercise at home also. Examples of home exercise including walking in the house and to the stores and climbing the stairs. It is the most beneficial and it burns more calories than other exercise at climbing stairs near in your house or in your apartments or to the roof. Stand to sit and sit to stands on chair is also a good exercise. Sit-ups, push-ups, all these you can practice at home. Outdoor activities can be considered such as those who are having garden in their house. They can practice garden exercises like playing badminton, walking, running in the garden with small group of families and maintaining the minimum distance. Every day, 30 to 35 minutes of exercise is recommended, or if not doing every day, at least greater than 1 hour of exercise is recommended in every 3 days or in every 3 days. Okay. Next is yoga. Yoga is the most essential and the most important part. Hello, this is next slide, please.
Did them already, but it is
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
the thing is network problem.
Okay. So yoga should be considered since it requires no equipment, very little space, and can be practiced anywhere.
Zumi,
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Zumi, please set your microphone in front your mouth and please try to speak loud.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, now it's clear. Hello.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. Now, yoga. Yoga is the most essential activity we can perform in this daily routine, where yoga required no equipment and can be performed in little space, can be practiced anywhere, anytime. We all know when we sick, we take medicines, antibiotics, and recover from the diseases. But only the one thing that cannot be recovered or improved by medicine is our immune system, which requires a lot of time to recover. Yoga is the main way where we can use it and we can improve better from the disease condition and also earlier as compared to the medicines. Yoga is one of the most effective and time-tested natural immunity booster that can lead to a healthy, sickness-free body. It lowers stress hormones and strengthens our nervous system. It also stimulates the lymphatic system which carries our nutrients or every liquid parts of our body. So in lymphatic system, if yoga stimulates our lymphatic system, it helps in removing the toxins present in our body and make our body healthier and fresher. Yoga calms our mind and can contribute to the deeper regulated sleep, which is crucial for wellness. Sleep is one of the most important factor in healing and maintaining a healthy life. If you are getting calm mind, proper deep sleep, with the help of a yoga, you can help to yourself and boosting your immune power earlier as compared to anyone else who is not performing. Then yoga and inflammatory cytokines. Several studies are there which performed on the intervention of yoga on different subjects and pupils and show that by dividing the group in two groups where one group is performing yoga and one group is not performing yoga. They tested their blood levels and the blood plasma levels, showing that the level of cytokines, especially the inflammatory cytokines that are interleukin 6, tumor necrosis factor alpha, acute phase protein, that is C reactive protein, these levels are higher in group that is not performing yoga, and similarly as compared to the another group, these levels are comparatively low or reduced in group that performing yoga. Hence it's proved that the reducing inflammatory and infection. Yoga can be a viable intervention to reduce inflammation, and also inflammation is causing many degenerative diseases like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, blood pressure, and infection too. So with the help of yoga, we can reduce all these. It has proven that to be one of the best ways not only avoid getting sick but to strengthen our overall immune system at the long run. Now pranayama. Pranayama is the most important practicing of breathing practicing, where we breathe, exercise, and help to strengthen our lungs, clear nasal passage. If we sit in the proper posture and we start breathing, and this will increase the capacity or of lungs. So the respiratory system is boosted, the nasal passage is cleared. We give the strength to our respiratory systems and maximize our lung capacity to breathe. Kapal Bharati and Nari Shodhana, these are the two most important practicing pranayam. These are the two best ways to strengthen lung capacity and clear out sinuses, creating a strong resistance to infection. Now meditation. Meditation is known to help and ease anxiety and stress due to its calming effect on our body. By doing meditation, we slow down our breath and focus on the present movement. It becomes much easier to let our worries slip away. It doesn't take much time, and if it can take only 20 minutes to reduce your stress boosters or to reducing stress for good, and perform the yoga. As we stress ourselves, we exhaust our bodies over time. This inhibits our immune system's ability to protect us from viruses and bacteria or attacking our body. Meditation, the one of the most important function of meditation is it releases the endorphins, that are feel good hormones, and lower the cortisol's level, which makes our body and mind more positive, and you become more peaceful, more powerful, and more positive. De-stressing the body in this way leaves more energy to fight against viruses and harmful bacteria. Then immunity and age. Nowadays, everyone is focusing or advising to take care of elderly persons. Why? Because the immune system capacity or the immune cells of the elderly person is start reducing. Immune response capabilities become reduced, which in turn contribute to more infection. The number of T cells, basically that are the fighting cells of the immune system, get reduced due to atrophy of thymus. Atrophy means the cells, the shape and size of the cells becoming decreased with age, and the power of the T cells to fight against infection is also get reduced. There to be a connection between the nutrition and immunity. As we all know, nutrition plays an important role. So elderly person, as they also have less of taste buds, and their taste buds are also decreased or reducing, and the variety in diet, they not have much liking to eat variety of diet. So we more focused on the nutrition of the elderly person. Basically, we should prepare diet for them which contain all micronutrients, essential vitamins, fat, and minerals. Now, at last, we are giving some tips or the take home message for everyone, and in this is a summarized way. We in all this present time, we should drink warm water throughout the day to detoxify our body, include more greens, vegetables, and fruits in our daily diet. Make sure that diet is getting you your daily amount of vitamins and minerals. Do not smoke. Maintain healthy weight, especially your healthy body composition. Daily practicing of yoga, pranayama, or meditation for at least 30 minutes, as advised also by the Ministry of Ayush. Take steps to avoid infections such as washing your hands frequently and cooking thoroughly of fruits, vegetables, meats, and other products. Try to minimize stress, keep your body calm, think positive, do positive thing, get a sound sleep of 8 hours. Include turmeric, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, garlic is recommended in your daily cooking. Take Chyawanprash at least 1 to 2 teaspoon in the morning. Diabetics should take sugar-free Chyawanprash. Drink healthy herbal tea or green tea, as they are also a rich source of antioxidants. Add jaggery, fresh lemon juice according to the taste in your daily diet. Golden milk, the most essential thing is golden milk or the turmeric milk or the haldi wala doodh, that can be taken one glass once or twice a day. That will boost your immunity, as we all know the turmeric is also anti-inflammatory. That's all for my presentation and my topic. Thank you, Shilpi ma'am and Utkarsh sir.
Anybody is having any questions, please let us know. We will wait for around 2 to 3 minutes. If anybody is not having any questions, we will proceed to the next session.
या क्या चीज होती है, तो देखिए मैं दो तरह का फूड मेकिंग प्रोसीजर होता है। दो तरह का तो नहीं, काफी तरीके का होता है, बट जनरली जो हिंदुस्तानी घरों में इस्तेमाल होता है वो या तो होता है फ्राइंग, या होता है बेकिंग, और या फिर एक और बीच का सब कुछ तरीका है जिसे हम ग्रिलिंग भी बोलते हैं। तो देखिए बेकिंग, मैं कहती हूँ इन सभी तीनों तरीकों में से बेकिंग सबसे अच्छा है, इसलिए क्योंकि इसमें ऑयल और जो घी या बटर की मात्रा है वो कम से कम इस्तेमाल होती है। अब बात ये आती है कि हमें बेक्ड फूड्स पर जाना चाहिए या नहीं। तो चूंकि देखिए बेकिंग हमारा हिंदुस्तानी खान पान का एक तरीका कम है और ये थोड़ा सा पाश्चात्य संस्कृति से ज्यादा जुड़ा हुआ है कि हम केक्स बेक करते हैं या हम पिज्जाज बेक करते हैं। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि बेकिंग बुरी नहीं है, लेकिन उसके अंदर इस्तेमाल किया जाने वाला जो मैदा है वो हमारे स्वास्थ्य के लिए हानिकारक हो सकता है। यदि हम इसी बेकिंग को, जैसे हम इंडियन घरों में हम जैसे हम राजस्थान में रहते हैं तो हम बाटी बनाते हैं, हम बाफला बाटी बनाते हैं। तो इस तरह की चीजें जो कि प्योर अच्छे होल ग्रेन से बनाई जाए, आटे से बनाई जाए, बेसन से बनाई जाए, या जो हमारा रोज का जो खान पान, हमारा हिंदुस्तानी जो खान पान है, यदि उससे वो की जाए तो मुझे नहीं लगता उसमें कोई परेशानी है। बेकिंग इज डेफिनेटली फाइन। सोडा आपकी बॉडी के लिए अच्छा ही है क्योंकि वो आपके डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम को इम्प्रूव करता है, तो उसमें कहीं कोई खराबी मेरे हिसाब से नहीं है। लेकिन हाँ, उसमें इस्तेमाल होने वाली मैदा यानी जो आटा जिस प्रकार का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है उसमें हमें प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। तो ये दो क्वेश्चंस मुझे समझ में आए। और प्रोबायोटिक्स वाला आई थिंक इट हैज ऑलरेडी बीन आंसर्ड, सो आई थिंक वी डोंट नीड टू टेक दैट क्वेश्चन।
रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल पार्टिसिपेंट्स, अगर आपको कुछ भी क्वेरी है, कुछ भी कंफ्यूजन है डाइट को लेके, कल काफी डिस्कस टाइम भी है, आप अपने टेक्स्ट कर सकते हैं, क्वेश्चन भी है व्हाट्सएप भी कर सकते हैं। आप अपना कंटिन्यू क्वेरीज आएंगी फिर हम उनको सॉल्व कर लेंगे।
Proceed with the session regarding immunity, ma'am.
Request you all, please unmute your webcam.
उनको देखा जाके गुरुकुल में भी 1000 देते, तभी तो बुलाती है उन्हीं लोग को। और क्या, और क्या।
आज किसी का कोई क्वेरी है क्या? तो काफी लोग थे, बहुत डिस्कशन भी चल रहा था काफी टाइम तक कि ज़्यादा लोगों को ये प्रॉब्लम है।
हेलो।
डॉक्टर अनु मैम
हाँ जी मैम।
या अनु मैम या मैम
हाँ
प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
हाँ जी मैम, किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था आईजीजी का फुल फॉर्म क्या है। सो फर्स्ट आई वांट टू आंसर दिस। आईजीजी